guys, welcome back to African Real Estate Podcast, and this is our episode 8, and here it's all about exploring the dynamics in the real estate industry. Today we have a lot in line for you, and I will be your host, Dominic Mwangi, alongside
Victor Kiplagat. Welcome, guys. Today we're looking at property insurance. People, I guess, understand insurance from the perspective of car insurance or accident insurance, but today we just want to delve into the property insurance. Property insurance is like a safety net against any accident that might affect your property.
Okay.
Property insurance entails a series of policies that provide for either property coverage or liability coverage for property owners, ensuring that the property, once it has been affected by a damage, you can restore the property to its original position. Property insurance provides financial reimbursement to the owner or the renter of a structure and its contents in case there is a damage or theft. If there's a claim, the property insurance will either reimburse the policyholder for the actual value of the damage or the replacement to fix the problem.
Amazing. So it does not enrich the person who had taken the insurance. It just reinstates the person to the original value of the property, but not making the person richer.
Yeah, exactly. In case my property is affected, this safety net will ensure that I am not affected in a way that if I was living in a mansion, I will still live in a mansion.
Amazing. In addition, property insurance provides indemnity against loss or damage to property arising from either forceful entry, violence, destruction that may force the property custodian or the owner to suffer losses. Property insurance, therefore, refers to a series of policies that offer either the property protection or liability, as you have said, Victor, coverages to the property owner or whoever is in custody of the property.
All right. Perils covered by property insurance typically include select weather-related afflictions, damage caused by fire, smoke, wind, hail, the impact of snow and ice, lightning, vandalism. Maybe it's an area that is prone to insecurity. In addition, most policies do not cover extreme circumstances such as nuclear acts of war, terrorism. They don't happen like on a daily basis. They happen once in a blue moon.
All right.
There are three terms that I'd like to mention that are very important as far as property insurance is concerned: replacement cost, actual cash value, and extended replacement. Replacement cost covers cost of repairing or replacing the property at the same or equal value from the term replacement. Actual cash value, this includes coverage that pays the owner or the renter replacement cost minus the depreciation. The last one, extended replacement cost. This one ensures that you pay more than the coverage limit if the cost of the construction has gone up. For example, if the cost of the construction went up by 25% of the limit, you replace it plus the construction limit that has gone up, maybe 25%.
Amazing, and thank you so much for the insights. I never knew about the replacement cost, as you said, but now I believe now I myself, as well as the listener, we are in a position to tell to other people about it.
Yes.
We move on to looking at type of property insurance that revolve around real estate, that is around property, because as we always say, the podcast, it's about exploring the dynamics in the real estate industry. There is a standard homeowner insurance policy and a landlord insurance policy. These are the categories of insurance policies, and the two have coverages in common. However, the property in use, the property being covered, distinguishes each from the other. Landlord insurance policy provides coverage for liability and damages when a property is rented to a tenant, while homeowner insurance policy provides covers to the property occupied by the owner for primary residence. So you'll find that when a property is rented out, it will be covered under the landlord insurance policy, while when a property is for the primary purpose of residence by the owner, it will be covered under homeowners insurance policy. In addition, there are real estate covers that are important to real estate investors. Number one, we have hazard and fire policy. This policy majorly covers fire and hazard, e.g. water, lightning, smoke, explosion, and storm, among many others. Number 2, we have a liability policy. This protects against risks of injury or damage that occur on your property. For example, you are doing some renovations, and those people doing the renovations, they suffer injury. So this is the insurance policy that has that in cover. The policy also covers payouts as well as legal fees and costs should these people who got an accident seek legal redress. This policy also covers medical expenses, missed work, and mental duress, among others, that may arise from this injury that have been suffered by people on your property.
All right. Flood insurance covers physical damage to home and buildings. The renter's insurance protects personal property in a rented apartment against unexpected circumstances such as theft, fire. Commercial property insurance is used to cover property from the risk of disasters that might have affected the businesses, from the word commercial. That is self-explanatory. Condominium insurance or condo insurance helps protect your personal property and the interior of your unit. You might find that you've done your home very well, and from the interior of your unit, you have some very amazing interior design, from the wall unit to the carpet to the lighting to the ceiling, and maybe during the unforeseen damage or unforeseen disaster, it affected your interior design. So condo insurance will ensure that the interior of your unit is reinstated to its original position.
In addition, there are also several more insurance policies. There is rental guarantee insurance. You find that sometimes a property owner may suffer losses when a tenant skips to pay rent. So this is the insurance policy that covers this. A rent guarantee insurance ensures that you receive reimbursement, thus protecting you from interrupted cash flows. We also have worker compensation. This covers medical care, death, disability for employees injured at work. Maybe you are a contractor. Also contractors deal with real estate property. You have to have a worker compensation policy that will ensure that when, for example, a worker files a case of injury at your premise, they will be refunded. It also covers for their medical care and also death and disability. We also have builders risk insurance. This is crucial for real estate investors who buy and renovate property. You find that there are companies that majorly deal with buying, renovating, and selling property. Insurance covers property damage, injuries, and crew, among others, during the renovation process at the property. If the property was in bad condition and during the renovations there is an injury, what will cover that is builders risk insurance. Last but not least, there is general contractor policy. You will find that contractors may pull other contractors to work under them. You have a firm that has several other contractors who they have agreement with that work for this major contractor, and the insurance cover that will cover these other contractors, including permits and individual companies, is called a general contractor policy.
Wow, impressive. Someone might ask us, when we're talking about property insurance, are we a bit negative that we are like having a bad premonition of something bad happening, or what, quote unquote, we are inviting or joking with the disaster to come so that we might prove a point of why we should have property insurance? The biggest reason for insurance, it offers financial protection to the owner of the property. Financial protection in 3 ways. Number 1, understanding that you will be reinstated to your original position as the owner of the property. You won't have to keep in your expense. The insurance company will do that. If it's in terms of business, it will operate on the same level of profit, on the same level of steady income. And number 3, if it's in business and you have clients, that trust and belief that they have in you will not be swept away, quote unquote, because of a disaster that happened naturally.
True, and we will look at more benefits in our episode 9, which is definitely coming up next week. So we will have a look at benefits and consideration when we talk about policy, when we talk about real estate property insurance. But that is it for today. I believe it, Victor.
Yes, and also in our upcoming episode, we will try look for a case study of how someone insured their property, so that it's not just all theory.
Exactly, and we would also like to hear from our audiences. What are your comments? How has this episode been? How has the past episodes been? What would you like us to look at? And that can reach us through the comment section. You can also talk to us via our social media platforms at African Real Estate. Thank you so much for having time for us. I have been your host, Dominic Mwangi, alongside
Victor Kiplagat. Stay awesome, guys.